Hey, it's Jen from backpackies.com, and today we are back again with another backpack comparison. This time we're comparing the brands Herschel and JanSport by taking a closer look at two of their heavy hitters, the Herschel Pop Quiz and the JanSport Right Pack. Both of these backpacks are really popular with students, so hopefully in this video I can answer some common questions that people have when trying to choose between the two brands. One of the most obvious differences between these two brands is price, with the Herschel Pop Quiz having an MSRP of $74.99 and the JanSport Right Pack having an MSRP of $60. I'll be breaking this comparison down into 4 general categories: size and capacity, design and carry features, materials and construction, comfort features. And at the very end, I'll sum up the findings so you can decide which brand is better for you. A written version of this video can be found at backpackies.com with links on where to buy these backpacks. That link will be in the video description. And as a reminder, if you buy a backpack through one of those links, Backpackies will get a small commission. That's how we fund these videos, so we can buy more backpacks to compare and review in the future. Now let's jump right in with the size and capacity comparison. The JanSport Right Pack is the larger of the two, coming in at 31 liters, while the Herschel Pop Quiz sports a 22-liter carrying capacity. While researching this Herschel versus JanSport comparison, I did notice that JanSport makes larger backpacks across the board. And unlike Herschel, who offers smaller, mid-volume versions of their popular backpacks, most JanSport backpacks only come in one size. Okay, so we have established that the JanSport Right Pack is larger, but what does that actually mean? I found that the Herschel Pop Quiz could fit 1 laptop, 2 1-inch binders, 6 1-subject notebooks, and 2 smaller textbooks inside its main compartment. The JanSport Right Pack can also fit the same, except it has a bit more room for 3 small textbooks inside its main compartment instead of just 2. Although the volume of the Right Pack seems to be a lot more, most of that extra space can be found in the height and the width of the main compartment and in the larger front pocket. So as far as the main compartment is concerned, there isn't much difference in depth with either backpack. So it's not like the Right Pack can fit that many more books or notebooks when compared to the Pop Quiz. Instead, what you have is the ability to stack more items vertically, so you'll have more room for things like hoodies and pencil cases. The front pocket on the JanSport Right Pack is larger, which makes it easier to fit things like small notebooks, while the storage ability of the front pocket on the Herschel's Pop Quiz is definitely more limited. This leads us to the design and carry features, starting with the front of each bag. The Herschel Pop Quiz has a front slip pocket and a larger front pocket that features an organizer panel. This organizer has room for a variety of small items such as pens, a cell phone, and headphones. It even includes an extra slip pocket and a key clip for your keys. These little pockets and compartments are perfect if you're prone to losing smaller items in your backpack, and I think Herschel does a great job with this front pocket. The JanSport Right Pack also has a similar stash pocket, but its front pocket is much larger. Like the front pocket in the Pop Quiz, the Right Pack also has an organizer and a key clip. It is worth noting that the organizer on the Right Pack is smaller and has less pockets. But since the front pocket is larger than the one found in the Pop Quiz, it's easier to store extra items you might have, like a smaller notebook or a pencil case. I was also able to fit a few standard size water bottles in there, just to give you an idea of how much space you really have in this front pocket. One major difference between the Herschel Pop Quiz and the JanSport Right Pack is that the Pop Quiz has more pockets and features that really make it feel like a modern backpack. The first example is this fleece-lined zip pocket on the top of the Pop Quiz. Although it's meant to hold your glasses, it could also fit a cell phone. And the fleece lining means whatever you put in there is protected from scratches. Another example of the Herschel Pop Quiz feeling more modern is on the inside of the main compartment. Herschel includes a small internal side pocket that is made to hold a phone or power bank. This internal pocket is directly below a cable port, which can be used for headphones or a charging cable. It's little details like these that really set the Herschel Pop Quiz apart from the JanSport Right Pack. To be fair, the JanSport Right Pack has been around in one form or another since the 1970s, and JanSport has kept the design essentially the same in all of that time. One thing that the Herschel Pop Quiz does really well is that it takes a classic backpack design and updates it to feel more modern. This leads us to the laptop sleeve comparison. Both backpacks have them, but they couldn't be any more different. The JanSport Right Pack has an internal laptop sleeve that can fit a laptop up to 15 inches, but unfortunately it doesn't offer much in terms of protection since the sleeve is not padded. The laptop sleeve honestly feels like an afterthought and doesn't do much in terms of actually protecting your laptop. So if you do have an expensive laptop and are worried about bumps and scratches, then I recommend you use a separate padded laptop sleeve for extra protection. The one I'm using is from a brand called Initech. I'll leave a link to it in the video description if anybody is interested. Now let's move on to the laptop sleeve in the Herschel Pop Quiz. It's truly night and day. The Pop Quiz can also hold a laptop up to 15 inches, but unlike the JanSport Right Pack, it's fully padded on every single side. It even has a soft fleece lining which safeguards against scratches. Another cool feature about this laptop sleeve is that it has what's called a false bottom. What this does is that it leaves a gap between the laptop sleeve and the very bottom of the backpack to better protect your laptop from drops. It's just an added layer of protection. Unfortunately, the laptop sleeve on the JanSport Right Pack doesn't have this feature, and the laptop sleeve reaches all the way down to the bottom of the bag, putting your laptop at risk of damage if it were ever to be dropped. This is another reason why I suggest using a padded sleeve. Moving on to the materials and construction comparison, we can take a closer look at the differences in quality between the two brands. Starting with the JanSport Right Pack. This backpack is made out of a 915 denier Cordura nylon fabric with a suede leather bottom, while the Herschel Pop Quiz is made out of a 600 denier polyester fabric with a fake leather bottom. Although you may not see or feel too much of a difference between the Cordura nylon and polyester, it's important to note that nylon is stronger than polyester. And Cordura nylon is known for being highly water repellent and anti-abrasion, so it's a really tough fabric. The polyester fabric that Herschel uses on the Pop Quiz is coated to be water resistant, but as far as comparing it to the Cordura nylon, JanSport does have the edge here. I think JanSport also did well with including a real suede bottom. One benefit of real leather or suede is that it can look better as it patinas with age, while fake leather doesn't really have this ability. So this JanSport bottom will definitely look better in the long run, as it handles things like scuffs and scratches more gracefully. Herschel uses a fake leather that does have a tendency of scratching and peeling over time. Another important construction feature is the lining or lack of lining in these backpacks. Herschel is known for their signature pinstripe lining that can be seen here inside the main compartment and pockets. However, the JanSport Right Pack has no lining at all. So the only thing between your stuff and the outside elements is this Cordura nylon fabric that the backpack is made of. Lining is important because it affects how a backpack can look and feel. The lining on the Herschel Pop Quiz not only looks better, but it provides enough structure to help give the backpack its shape. If you can notice, the JanSport Right Pack just collapses in on itself when empty. Even when full, it can still look flappy and unstructured. The Herschel Pop Quiz, on the other hand, looks structured even when empty. When the polyester and lining are paired together, the walls of the Pop Quiz become stiffer and more able to keep its shape. The last point I want to touch upon when it comes to construction is the zipper quality between Herschel and JanSport. Right off the bat, I noticed a big difference in how the zipper's handled. The zippers on the Herschel Pop Quiz are stiffer and are harder to open with one hand. This is due to the stiff nature of the backpack and the fact that the zippers are covered by these lips that are meant to prevent rain and moisture from getting through the zippers. Although it's a smart design, sometimes these lips can get in the way. One great feature that Herschel includes is this waterproof AquaGuard zipper in the front slip pocket. This is the only zipper on the Pop Quiz that isn't covered by a lip. It's also the only waterproof zipper. The zippers on the JanSport Right Pack also feature lips to protect their zippers from water, but unlike the Pop Quiz, these zippers are buttery smooth. One thing that helps a lot are these suede zipper pulls that just make opening and closing the zippers a lot easier. So right out of the gate, I like the zippers on the JanSport Right Pack a lot better. The last category to discuss are the comfort features. Both of these backpacks are pretty basic, so the comfort features come down to the back panel and shoulder straps. When it comes to the back panels on the Herschel Pop Quiz and JanSport Right Pack, there really isn't that much of a difference. Both backpacks use padded foam panels. They aren't designed to be ergonomic, and truth be told, they are as basic as they get. When worn, I really couldn't tell the difference in comfort. The biggest difference in comfort actually came from the shoulder straps. Herschel, without a doubt, has the more comfortable shoulder straps. While JanSport has these simple padded shoulder straps, the Herschel Pop Quiz feature these beefy air mesh shoulder straps that feel so much better when worn. If you compare both shoulder straps side by side, you can definitely see the difference in padding and thickness. When the backpacks are fully loaded with books and other heavy items, the Herschel Pop Quiz is the more comfortable backpack. This is thanks to their better shoulder strap design. So that wraps up our comparison. Let's move on to a quick summary of our findings and go over what each backpack does better than the other. Let's start with JanSport. Out of the two backpacks, the Right Pack is the more affordable option. And this isn't true just for the JanSport Right Pack, but for just about all JanSport backpacks when compared to Herschel's prices. So if you need a cheap backpack for school that is still good quality, I definitely recommend going with a JanSport backpack. Just like price, another trend across the JanSport line is that they tend to be bigger in size and carrying capacity than many Herschel backpacks. So if you're looking to maximize how much room you have in your backpack, then I would definitely stick to a JanSport backpack like the Right Pack. What the Right Pack does well is that it gives you these large open compartments, which are perfect for anyone who has to carry things like big textbooks or binders. The last thing JanSport does better than Herschel is their choice of materials. I do prefer the Cordura nylon over the polyester fabric. Although the Right Pack doesn't have any lining, Cordura is a really tough fabric that is good for preventing common punctures or tears. I also really like JanSport's suede bottom. Like I said before, suede just tends to age better when compared to Herschel's fake leather, which has a reputation of peeling over time. Another thing to note is that the zippers on the Right Pack handle a lot better than the stiff zippers on the Pop Quiz. They are just really smooth, and the suede zipper pulls help tremendously with that. Now let's list what's better about the Herschel Pop Quiz. The biggest one for me is that the Pop Quiz has way better pockets, especially for text storage. Unfortunately, the JanSport Right Pack can feel stuck in time, and doesn't offer much for storage of modern devices like laptops and phones. But Herschel does a great job at offering a modern update to a classic backpack design. So in a way, it feels like an upgraded JanSport Right Pack. You can get that classic look with better features like a padded laptop sleeve, media pocket, and a fleece-lined sunglasses pocket. One thing that the Herschel brand does really well is add little details to their bags that make the carry experience better. In the case of the Pop Quiz, we're talking about things like the waterproof AquaGuard zipper on the front slip pocket, a laptop sleeve with a false bottom for better protection, and the pinstripe lining that helps make the backpack look more structured. These are examples of thoughtful design details that just enhance the experience. The last point I'll make about the Herschel Pop Quiz is actually a pretty big one, and that is comfort. The shoulder straps on the Herschel Pop Quiz are leaps and bounds more comfortable than the shoulder straps on the JanSport Right Pack. The air mesh shoulder straps on the Pop Quiz do a great job at distributing weight and taking some of that stress off your shoulders. This wraps up our Herschel versus JanSport backpack comparison. I hope this video helps you when making your next purchase. For more backpack reviews and buying guides, make sure to check us out at backpackies.com. Thanks for watching.